Okay, today I'm going to talk about one of my favorite reselling tools. Now, if you're a reseller, and that means basically you sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, this is a way to manage your whole reselling business. This has really changed my business. I've been using it for about, 8 months. And so far I'm loving it. So here we go. Let's jump right into this. This is basically a management tool for your whole business. If you sell on every platform or you want to sell on every platform, I highly suggest Nifty AI. It used to be called Auto Posture. They just changed their name, but it has so many features to it that it can help you manage your whole business. This is like having your own personal assistant kind of. First thing I'm going to talk about, now you can list on here, manage all your listings, look at all your stores, look at your inventory. You can do analytics. You can see how much you're selling, what your fees are, look at everything together, share, send offers. Everything can kind of be automated on here, which is what's really cool. First thing I'm going to go over is automation. Then I'm going to show you how to do your listings on here and kind of get your store set up if you decide to use this. So the dashboard over here on the left, that's going to be your automation area. This is where you connect all of your stores. You'll enter basically your store name and your passwords, and it uploads. Now, if you only have one store going and you want to start the other stores, you just start that here. So let's just say you sell on Poshmark. It would input all of your information here. But I have every store going right now, and this basically each one does something different depending on the site. So for Poshmark, it's going to share my closet for me, send offers for me. It's going to follow people. So it kind of automates all of that part of your business for you. On eBay, it's going to send offers. It's going to delist and relist and refresh my listings. I have it set up where when it ends a listing and relists something, it does it at a discount. So you basically set all that stuff up here. I have it go down 5% every 30 days, my items. So it's just a way to keep my store fresh. Same thing on Poshmark. You set up basically everything at once. So once you set up everything, it's all set up for you here. So it looks kind of complicated, but once you go through it the very first time, you don't have to do it again. So you set up how many shares you want, how many daily people you want it to follow. It drops 5% it says 60 days. You know what? I'm going to change that to 30 days because I want my listings refreshing every 30 days. So let's save that. They recommend 60. Poshmark employs an advanced system. Okay, so they recommend 60, so we'll keep it at 60. They'd probably let you change it, but we'll just keep it there. For eBay, it takes care of all the offers. So when someone looks, you can see today it's already sent 3 offers. It's recreated 10. Which recreate just means it delisted an item that was 30 days old. It dropped it by 5% and then relisted it. You don't have to have it do this either. You don't have to have it drop the price. You don't have to have it relist, delist. That's up to you on that. You can turn these off too and just have it send offers if you want. Some people don't like their stuff delisted and relisted, but same thing. Mercari, it's going to do the same thing, and Depop, it's going to do the same thing. So offers and relists. So that's the automated side of this. You just slowly set all this up and then it takes care of itself. I just jump in here sometimes to make sure everything's still connected. If a site does an update, like Mercari updates a lot, you may have to update your settings a little, like it'll pause it until you do a couple little updates. Then I'm not going to go into analytics because it shows too much about my stores, but that's where when you click on that, it's going to pull up all your sales, your profit margins, what you've sold for the month. You can look at everything one by one on there. Inventory is going to be basically all your inventory. So what's cool about this is probably the best feature on here I like, is you can see everything's listed: Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, Depop. Now, I only have 340 listings. You can see how much is listed up at the top. And then on eBay, there's 745. I don't list everything on every site. You don't have to. You can kind of pick and choose. If you're only starting this and you only have one site that has a bunch of stuff on it, once you connect that site, it'll pull over your listings. So mine was first with eBay. And it'll pull over your eBay listings, and then you can copy them over to Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop one by one. Go through each one, make sure it's, you got to kind of set all that up in the beginning. But once they're all functioning together, if something sells on eBay, it automatically will delete it off of Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. So you don't have to worry about doing that. It does all that for you. And I check it all the time. And unless a store has gotten disconnected, which you'll get an email if it does, like if a site doesn't update, it might disconnect. It doesn't mean you lose your listings. It just means for a second it's disconnected and maybe something sold on eBay and it didn't delete off of there. You actually get an email about it and then you can go in and see what happened and just reconnect it really quick. So it's a way to manage all your stores, see that all your inventory is kind of everywhere. And if you want to edit something, like you want to drop price, you can edit like right here, and you can change the price, and it'll change the price on all the sites. If you need to make a note, like you found a note, then you can update it here, and it's going to update it on all the sites for you. So that's a really cool feature. What I've recently started doing, so now that I have all my sites kind of connected here, I used to only list on eBay first, and then I'd come in and kind of copy them over to the other sites over a couple days. I've been so used to listing only on eBay, I'm just don't want to list on another site. Well, I thought, you know what, I'm going to start listing on Nifty AI, because you can list your items here, and then when you list it here, it actually lists them to all the sites. You can have it list on all the sites right away. And I started that about 2 weeks ago, and I'm sold on that. I really like listing from here now, because they have an AI tool that fills out a lot of the information for you, and it's been working really well. So up here in the right corner, you can add an item, or you can bulk generate. The difference is if you have one item, you just go to add item, and you can add it in, and it's going to add it to all the sites. If you have more than one item you're listing, you can bulk generate, and it's just faster. Like it's going to add a bunch of stuff, and it's going to save them in the drafts for you. So I have 2 items, so let's do bulk generate, just because I think, there's a couple more steps to it than if you add an item, it's self-explanatory. You're going to see an item added anyway, because we're going to do it in the bulk generate. But this is just if you have one item you're doing. It's just faster to do it in the bulk generate. So bulk generate, you go one by one still, but let's pick this Vineyard Vine shirt. I just have 2 items here. They're kind of mixed. The pictures are mixed together here. So we added it. We know it's a men's. You don't really have to do anything else. So then add another item. Don't submit that one yet. And then let's do this little chore coat right here. I just did some really quick. I didn't even do the measurement photos because I just wanted to show this really quickly. Okay, so there's 2 items here. If you had 10, you just keep on going down on this. So you do have to say, it's a men's. Help this along a little bit, because this is where the AI comes into assistance here. It's going to try to use the tags to fill out information. You're going to have to check this, but I found it to be fairly accurate. There's an area here. I'm going to kind of show that. The shipping preset area, I'm going to show that when we go into the listing. I'm not going to show that, but if you have your shipping set up, which I do, you have to set this up in the beginning. I know this is shirts under a pound, so it's going to be 13 ounces, and then this is going to be this is going to be 2 pounds, so shipping's going to be 2 pounds. That just sets up your shipping, but you kind of have to do it again anyway. So I'm going to show that. So generate 2 items. So you're going to wait for these to just kind of, it's filling out the title for you and some stuff in the description for you. It's filling out some of the specs. So that's kind of what we're waiting for it to do. That's how quick it was for 2. So it's already finished. And it saves us in the draft. So let's say I had 20 of these and I didn't want to do them all right now. You can do this from your phone too. I'm on the computer right now, but that's what's cool. I could load up 20 of these, generate all the titles, and then, put them up throughout the day if I wanted to, or if I was going to go somewhere and I just want to have them saved in here. They're all saved now. So let's go into the lands in. So it already got the title right. So here you can kind of see what the AI did. Lands in, barn coat, chore, jacket, plaid, line, brown, cotton, blend, men's, medium. Okay. So sometimes it's going to guess, if you don't put a photo in. So I don't have a photo of the material tag in this. Normally you want to take that. So it's guessing it's a cotton blend just by it looking at it, which I think it's all cotton. So I'm going to take out the word blend. And then you can you're going to want to try to fix this up the way you want to do it. But lands in, I'm going to delete that jacket, men's medium. And then, you know, you can add some stuff if you want, like utility, whatever you want to do. This has a corduroy collar. I could put something like that in there. It put under military field jacket, which is fine. Lands in medium. So it picked up a lot of stuff. Then it's going to do the description for you. You don't have to have it write this. You can set this up in settings. So that's up to you if you want it. I like it so far, because it's usually fairly accurate. I do sometimes change some stuff in it, but lined, collared, corduroy collar, button front, plaid lined. Okay, that looks good. Canvas, it's not really a canvas. It's like cotton. Jacket, military jacket. I'll just change that to like chore, just because that's a good keyword. Cotton, it's all cotton. Men, brown, lining material, cotton, button, plaid. Let's put like solid plaid. And then you can add, you can add it at the bottom or the top, but I like to add just notes, you know, like nice shape, no rips, no stains, whatever you want to add. Then, you know, you could add the measurements, or I usually do it in the photos. Like I said, I didn't really. So this first overview area is going to be item details, and that's going to be on every listing. Like it's going to be on every site. So Depop, Mercari, Poshmark. So you want to make sure all this is really accurate. Price, let's do 39 for this. You can add cost of goods, SKU. This is the shipping preset where I said they just added the shipping preset area to the bulk generate out there. I don't think it's importing in, as you can see, but you want to set this up because it fills out a bunch of information for the shipping for you on all the sites. So you want to have this set up. I set it up here by just clicking on settings. And then when I click on settings here, I set up 2 shipping options, 13 ounces and 2 pounds. And you just have to be kind of experienced to know how to do this as far as what the price is going to be. If you got to know like your shipping. So you have to know, I have it at, you know, if it's under 13 ounces, I know the price is around $6.98 for the shipping on eBay, just because I've done it a million times. And then, you know, Depop and Mercari, it's going to pick, and Poshmark, because those are just automated. So you set all this up so you don't have to do this every single time. This is a huge, like, you want to make sure you do this, or you're going to have to do it every single time on each listing. And then this is the description area where I said you can have it add this stuff, or you can not have it add it, whatever you want it to do in the description. It originally had like an introduction where it wrote like all this stuff. That just sounds too AI, so I just took that out. I did like this. I debated on it for a while, but it was fairly accurate. I think it gives good information that I don't really want to type out. So you can, like I said, you can take that out or add it. It has a keyword thing, but I know on eBay they don't like keywords written like that, so I took that out. And then, you know, I don't add anything else. So that's how I did the shipping presets. So then once you pick that, we know this is a shirt. We know it's under 13 ounces. And you could make more of these. You could do a 10-ounce one, you know, whatever you want to do on this. But the price is going to be basically the same. It costs like $6 to ship a shirt nowadays. $6 or $7. So, colors, brown, green, the inside of the jacket's green. Style tags, barn coat, chore, plaid. Menswear lands in. Okay, that all looks good. So this is all stuff it just fills out for you. You don't have to do all that anymore. The very first site, so this is basically like your kind of headquarters. This is what's going to go kind of on every site. So now we're actually going down into Poshmark. Now for this, you really just have to check it over. Lands in, medium, military fill, discount. If something didn't fill out, it's going to have a red line around it. Like if there's no price here, when you enter the price up here, it copies it. So if I change this to 29, it's going to change it to 29 down here. It just automatically does all that for you. So, and that'll do it on every site. Then it's going to go to eBay. So jackets lands in medium store category. You can add that if you want. Brown jacket, men's, military. We know it's actually cotton, so let's just get it off blend. And then because you set up the shipping presets, that's all going to be set up on there. However you set up your eBay store. We all know this is a little more kind of work on eBay, so you just have to have your policies set up on eBay before you can import them onto here. Pricing, allow best offers, yes. Then this is like the optional area on eBay where it has like the extra specs. It'll fill out a bunch of this stuff for you, which is actually a huge time saver. All of that looks good. Pattern's kind of solid. It's not really plaid. So, you know, you have to check. Not really canvas. You kind of have to look over and just make sure it got it right. Don't just assume it's always going to be right. I mean, a lot of the times it is, so it tempts you to just want to skip through it, but I've caught things several times too. So mercari is usually all right because there's just not that much to fill out for mercari. Depop, kind of the same. It's just sort of basic stuff. It fills out the optional area. The one thing it doesn't do for mercari is where people put hashtags in the description area. It doesn't do that. So you can go back in and add that later. You can just not add it. I never add it, and it doesn't really seem to affect my sales. Maybe it's slower than it would be if I did add it, but I don't really care. So, and then you just would hit list item, and you'll see, like, it doesn't take very long, and it's going to go on every site for you, which is the cool thing. So it just now listed all the Poshmark, eBay, mercari, and Depop. Back to inventory. Look, and there they are. So now you know it's listed on all the sites. How fast is that? Like, if I wasn't talking about it and I was just going quick, you know, that would have been done super fast, right? So we had put up 2. So if you go into drafts, you'll see there's your other one. All right, let's do the Vineyard Vines one more just really quickly to show how fast this can be. So it already generated Vineyard Vines, long sleeve, blend, casual top, medium. You know, you can add right here. Nice shape, no flaws. Whatever you want to add. Medium, excellent, price, 19.8. Shipping preset, under 13 ounces. Oh, you know, the jacket was, did we put that as under? I think I thought I started with the jacket. The jacket actually should have been the 2-pound one, but that doesn't matter. So 13 ounces. You want to make sure you obviously get that right. Then it filled out everything as usual. So this is if I was kind of going quick. I'm just looking it over. Shipping $6.98. Yeah, I think I did do the other one wrong. Well, anyway, you still get the understanding of what you have to do. T-shirt, long sleeve. This is the one I spend just a little more time on. This is cotton. Preppy, beach, nautical. Yeah, that sounds good. Mercari's always, there's not much to add there. Depop, modern. I do look over this just a little, make sure there's nothing kind of weird. There we go. List item. Like, that's how quick it can be. And they're just on every, pretty much. Now, if I didn't want this to go onto Depop, you can toggle it on and off. You could delete it off right there and it wouldn't go, but I already had copied it over. So that's pretty much all you have to do for that. And I'm loving it so far. Like, listing on there, it seems faster than anything I've used recently, even by going, I used to think eBay was the fastest way to list. And now I'm thinking, because if I was only listing on eBay, I would just list on eBay. I don't think I would list, well, maybe I would if I was just had eBay on here. But anyway, that's it. That's basically Nifty AI. I do have a code if you like the video and you want to try it out. If you, down in the description, my code is HUSTLINGHACKS. You can put that code in and it'll get you 15% off your first month. And I have a little link below. It just helps support my channel. I do get a little affiliate link from that. And I do use the site. So I've been using it, like I said, about 8 months and I love it. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this or you want me to do some kind of follow-up video, let me know and I will be happy to do that.